Okay, good morning everyone. Nice to see you here. Hello to everyone online as well, welcome. So it's Thursday and I kind of got into a bit of a routine teaching every morning. So on Thursday we focus on spines. So we're going to look at we're going to feel our spine this morning. So we're beginning lying down, so if you're not already there, just come to lie down. And think about taking everything a little bit wider. Heels as wide as the mat, maybe toes dropping out. You might even give the feet a little swish from side to side. Let that travel up to the pelvis and just rock on the hips. Ease the low back. Always try to feel really heavy. Tuck the shoulders down the back. Shuffle. Almost like the shoulder blades into the waist and away from the ears. And naturally that will allow the shoulders just to ease down to the mat a little bit more. It might mean the arms naturally want to go a little bit wider, palms facing up. So you've got that nice openness across the front of the chest. And then finally, maybe just a bit of length through the back of the neck, some softness through the face, skin around the eyes, the jaw. Just taking a few moments to really settle and arrive on your mat. Just notice how you're feeling this morning. Check in. It's nice to be still. It allows you to notice and observe anything else that might just be like moving a little bit or stirring. So I'm just asking you to listen, to notice. Reminding yourself, we always practice with kindness, with compassion to our bodies, to how they are in this moment. So once you've had that little check-in, if you haven't already, just start to check in with how the breath is now. So shift your attention to your inhales and your exhales. How are they moving this morning? How are they feeling? Observing the journey of the breath in and the breath out, and maybe just adding a little bit more of a conscious element to that, so that we're taking a bit more control of the breath. Let's take a few together. A nice long exhale wherever you are. Breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathing out for 3, 2, 1. Keep that up. Deep, rich breaths in. And long, slow, steady breaths out. If you do anything this morning, just try your best to stay close to the breath. Everything else is just an invitation, so you see how you get on. On your next inhale, just start to move fingers, move toes. Bring some awareness back to the physical body. Make yourself a little bit longer, reach the arms above you, kick the heels or point the toes away from you. And then exhale, do the opposite. Bring everything in, give yourself a little hug. Good. Maybe move a little bit here. And then just keep doing that. Inhale to reach away and exhale to draw in. You can go at your own pace. There's no rush here. Some of you might want to kind of hover the heels and the wrists and start to wake up the front body a little bit. Good, and then next time your knees are in, just stay there, but allow the head, neck, and shoulders to come down. Kick the heels to the sky, like you're standing up there. Move the toes, move the ankles. Just get into those far away places. You might even bend the elbows and just move the hands, the wrists, and the fingers at the same time. Can you kind of open and close the feet and the hands, or I should say the fingers and the toes at the same time, waving them open, waving them closed. Good, and then when you're ready, drop the feet to the floor, bend the knees, and just swish the knees from side to side. If you want to pause, you can. It's almost like you're directing the knee away from you and having a nice stretch on the front of the thigh, front of the hip. Good. Once you've done a few of those, maybe you've paused and enjoyed just a gentle twist. You can come back to center, soles of the feet on the floor. They're now hip width. And you're just going to start to lift and lower the spine. So on an inhale, you're going to lift your hips and roll up the spine. As you exhale, you're going to come straight back down. And just keep doing that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Breathe in to come up. And breathe out to come down. Good. Next time you're up, let's just stay up. Can you press the heels a little bit more? Can you lift the hips a little bit more? Palms are maybe facing down to the earth. You might tuck the shoulders just a touch, just to get a little bit higher, but just switching on the whole of the back body. How's the breath here for 3? Press through big toes, draw knees together for 2, and draw the knees away from you towards the bottom of the mat. Good, on 1. Slowly come down, bring the knees into the chest, and just roll on the low back. So just draw some circles with the knees. Good. Yogi's choice. We're going to come up to seated. If you want to grab the big toes, feet are going to stay together and do a little hamstring stretch. You can. And as you roll up and down the spine, just build up a bit of momentum. Don't worry if you don't want to do the toe grab. It's just an option. If you did, once you get up, see if you can balance and extend. Legs are together. It's a tricky one. If not, you might just be here. Little boat pose. Let's hold wherever you are for 3. Good, for 2. Nice, on 1. Let's come down, cross over the ankles, and we'll meet in a tabletop. Good, and bring some more light back in now. It's a lovely bright day today, isn't it? Gosh, nice. Okay, tabletop, all 4s. Okay, get everything stacked, yeah? And just start to move here. Sometimes when, we do our traditional cat-cows, of course you can stick to this, but be intuitive and creative if you want to. If you don't want to, just stick to some more traditional movements, cat-cow. Breathing in to dip and open, breathing out to round. And really think about the spine. It might even be worth just closing down the eyes and thinking about your vertebrae and how they're moving this morning. So tailbone all the way to the base of the neck. Good, and then come back to neutral. Hands are going to come a little bit wider, as wide as the mat, and you're going to pad them forward. into your melting heart, but a wide placement of the hands here. We want to get into the front of the chest a little bit, front of the shoulders. The knees still stay over there or stay under the hips. Spread the fingers, maybe feel a nice length and stretch through the side body here. Just notice how it feels. It's first thing in the morning, so go gently. You can lift and lower with the breath. If you're someone who likes to continually move in your flow practices, you can inhale, just lift up a little bit, exhale, melt down. Good. Can you walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, but still keeping that melting heart shape? Yeah, we're not in a child's pose. The hips are still over the knees. Nice. Come back to center, over to the other side. Think about pulling the hips back still, reaching fingertips forward still. Good. When you're ready, back to center. Hands are now shoulder width. You're going to drop the forearms down. You're going to creep the shoulders over the elbows, tuck the toes, lift the knees. Forearm plank. Push into the forearms, spread the fingers. Breathe, switching everything on now. Hips in line with shoulders. Draw up through the thighs. Keep pushing through forearms, so we're spreading the shoulder blades. Nice. On your next inhale, can you bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder, left hand underneath the left shoulder, and then exhale into your first downward facing dog. Walk the feet in, let it go. So any movements here that feel good, walking out the legs, moving a little bit, head nice and heavy, looking from side to side. Good. On your next inhale, walk the feet back a little, roll forward to your high plank, spread the fingers. So now we're higher up. Yeah, let's notice how this feels. Same sensations though, that pushing sensation. Long, heels to crown of head. On your next exhale, lower the knees. Let's lower slowly with control. Pull the kind of collarbones through a little bit. Make yourself longer. Exhale for a count of 3. Don't rush here. 2. Good. On 1, allow yourself to be heavy. Notice if the shoulders have slumped forward, draw them back. Pin the upper arms almost into your rib cage. Press the tops of the feet down. On an inhale, you're going to lift. On an exhale, you're going to lower. We're not pressing into the hands though. We're using the back muscles. We're contracting to lift and we're relaxing to lower. Give me 3 more. Don't worry about how high you're going. Think about, is my back working to do this? Are my shoulders working to do this? Good. Maybe just hover the hands to check on that last one. Can we just stay up for a little bit? Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. Keep the shoulders drawn away from the ears. Lift for 3, but we're still breathing here for 2. Good. On 1, forehead down, hands down, tuck toes. Push strongly through the hands. Toes and knees can stay where they are. Back up to that kind of half press up position. And then knees wide, take a child's pose. Breathe. When you're ready, let's come back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, walk the feet back, roll forward. We're back in our high plank. We're going to flow through that a little quicker now. Exhale the knees, but still with control. Belly all the way to the floor in one line. Good. Inhale, lift and squeeze the shoulders, just 1 breath. Exhale, forehead down, tuck toes. Inhale, strong push up. Exhale, hips to heels, then high downward facing dog. 2 more times like that. Inhale, walk the feet back, roll forward to high plank. Exhale the knees and the belly to the floor in one lovely straight line. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, hips back and high. Good. 1 more on your own. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, belly to the floor, slow. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, strong push up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice, looking good. A little bit of stillness now in downward dog. Can you think about the spine, right? How long is the spine feeling? Hips to sky. Breath nice and strong here. You can stay here, or if it feels okay, I'm going to start to move a little bit more here in the spine. So walk the right hand towards the middle of the mat, and then maybe you can go towards the left foot, ankle, thigh. We're just kind of dropping the shoulder and kind of peeking under the left forearm, or maybe the left upper arm. Depends where your head's hanging, but in that direction. Good, exhale, release, go to the other side. Take your time. So you can keep doing that just for a few rounds. Exhale to release, inhale to reach. Maybe you stay, or maybe you just start padding the hands forwards and backwards, reaching, maybe pulling a little bit and looking underneath. How does that feel? So the hips are staying level, the feet are staying heavy, equal pressure through both feet. We started reaching the right hand. So next time you do your left hand, just make that your last one. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or step the feet to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, deeply fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms. Let's switch everything on. Relax the shoulders, draw the navel in, feel the side body working here. Feet can be together or hip width, I don't mind, whatever feels good this morning. Everything's on. Good. Breathe. Can you send the weight into the heels a little bit more? Can you relax the shoulders a little bit more? On your next inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up, nice and tall. Exhale, side stretch. So let's go over to the left. Good, back to center and over to the right. And again, just take your time. Go with your own breath. If you feel you got to pause, take a pause. Switch the hooks of the thumb as well as you can, or you can grab the wrist. And almost get the hip, the waist, getting a nice stretch as well. Lovely. Okay, last time. Over to the right, stretching the left, and then come back to center. Listen carefully. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good, well done. Doesn't matter if you went the wrong way, you're just going to say hello to your neighbor. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, other side. Keep going. Inhale, up. Exhale, gentle twist. Lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember what you know. So hips stay forward, toes stay forward, navel stays forward. We're just moving shoulders and chest. Good. Okay, let's make that our last one. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, float the hands down. Take the feet a little bit wider and just gently start to open through the hips and the front of the body. So our kind of first real active back bend here. So just be super steady, super slow. Roll the shoulders back, just like when we're on our bellies. Think about engaging the upper back, engaging the shoulders, pulling the rib cage through, lifting the chin, and then a gentle push forward of the hips. Super gentle. How's the breath? That's really going to help you feel how far you can go. We don't want to be kind of sticky with the breath. We want to be nice and smooth. As much as you're kind of opening forward, you're also lifting up. Draw up the thighs, press through the heels. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Good on 1. Use the tummy muscles. Bring yourself back to center. Exhale, deeply fold. Hands to the floor. Let it go. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, come straight back down. I'm going to do that a few times. As you inhale, come up halfway. If you want, you can reach the arms forward. As you exhale, you let the hands go heavy. So as you reach up halfway, everything's working here, the whole of the back body to strengthen and keep you up there. Maybe a little bit through the side body, the arms maybe as well, wherever you're feeling this. If you want a little challenge, next time you come up, let's just hold. So the knees are soft, the navel's drawn in, the biceps are by the ears. We're like creating a number 7 with the body, yeah? Everything's working here to hold us for 5. How's the breath? Neck is long for 4. 3, nice. 2, good. On 1, hands to the floor, let it go. This time, inhale to lengthen, exhale, big step back to plank. Okay, so remember what you know in your plank. Super strong. You can stay here, or let's take feet together, lift the right arm up, come into your side plank, roll onto the blade edge of the left foot. Good, as you exhale, come straight back down, go to the other side. Inhale, we switch and we open. Keep going with the breath. Inhale to reach, exhale to switch, and go slowly, yeah, there's no rush. Roll toes, blade edge of feet. Good, if you kind of want to pause in your side plank, you can, or it's 1 breath, 1 movement. We lifted the right arm, so next time you lift the left arm, make that your last one. Take a big breath in here, option for knees, or if you feel ready now, chaturanga is halfway. Good, inhale, come forward and through, pause in up dog or cobra. We're just gonna pause here. Not often do we pause in our up dog. Now, upper arms wrap in, rib cage pulls through, legs are active, thighs are lifted, tops of the feet and hands are the only things on the earth. How's the breath here? When you're ready, roll over the toes if you can, slow push back, downward facing dog, let it go. Big breath in. Nice steady breath out. You can stay here, or you've got 3 more vinyasas. So inhale, roll it forward. Walk the feet back. Exhale, halfway is chaturanga, or knees is your other option. Inhale, just a little pause in cobra. We're going slow. Exhale, either push back to down dog or child's pose to down dog. It's your vinyasa options. 2 more. Moving with the breath, super slow and intentional this morning. Exhale halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and just that extra pause here. And then a slow push back. 1 more. Breathe in, roll it forward. Breathe out, lower it down. Breathe in, rib cage through, shoulders pin back. Exhale, slow push back. Nice. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Look forward again. Walk, step, or maybe a little hop to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, deeply fold. Inhale, we're back to that chair. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Again, switch everything on. Feel the whole of the torso working, the back body, the waist, the shoulders, the legs. As you exhale, float your hands down, so it's like you're reaching towards me. Like you've got a bow and arrow. Draw the right arm back and twist. And then like draw a circle to come back, like a semicircle. Good, left arm, back. Sweep forward. Good, you got 2 more. Breathe in to come back. Breathe out to sweep it forward. Nice, breathe out to come back. Breathe in to sweep it forward. You got last one each side. Good, how's the breath? Can we sink a little lower? Nice. Listen carefully, sink a little lower, and then inhale, push yourself up. Okay, this time we're going to keep the fingertips reaching to the sky, but same as before. This time, think about feet maybe hip width, just for a bit more stability. Think about tracing the fingertips along the ceiling. Send the hips forward, reach the fingertips along the sky. Relax the shoulders, draw up the thighs, squeeze the butt a little. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Good on 1. Float the hands down and take another 3 breaths. Maybe you go a little bit deeper with that support of pressing gently into the low back. Lifting through the chest. How's the breath for 3? For 2. Good. Use the tummy muscles on 1. Bring yourself back to center. Let it go. And then exhale, forward fold. This time, let's grab hold of something. You can also catch the elbows and sway if that feels better, or the big toes. Yogi's choice. Good. When you're ready, release. Listen carefully. Fingertips are going to come forward. You've got your bricks there if the floor is far away. Fingertips or a brick. And don't kind of not use the brick if the floor feels far away. You can obviously soften the knees as well. Same thing. Right arm comes up like we've got that bow and arrow again. This time though, listen carefully. Right hand is going to land on the low back. And it's almost like you're checking the hips are level. And you might soften the knees here a little bit. And then as you inhale, left arm's going to scoop and you're going to stand and reach and do a little back bend. And that little press of the back hand is kind of nice for you to go deeper. Good. And then exhale all the way down. Same thing other side. So inhale, left arm up. Don't rush these. Exhale, lower the hands, soften the knees. Inhale, stand and scoop. Exhale, go as deep as you want into the back bend. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, come down. Keep going. So it's an inhale to reach, right arm high. Exhale, soften, land the hand. Inhale, stand and scoop. You can either exhale all the way down, or if you need a little breath in to come back, and then exhale down. Yogi's choice, but just keep going. It's an inhale to reach. It's an exhale to soften the knees, land the hand. It's an inhale to stand and reach. Exhale, you might go a bit deeper before you inhale up and exhale down. Just keep going with the breath and the movement. Thinking about the stand and the scoop and the gentle press. So we're twisting, and we're opening up the front body. Nice, I love these. Okay, we started by lifting the right hand. So next time you lift the left, just make that your last one. Make sure you're balanced. And then exhale all the way down. Let it go. Second forward fold. Maybe you stand on the hands. Maybe you go for that sway. I don't mind. Whatever feels good. Just counter that out for a few breaths. Good. Inhale, look forward, release the hands. Exhale, big step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale through your vinyasa, so knees or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, and then downward facing dog. Okay, nice. Let's lift the right leg nice and high. 3-legged dog. So you can stay here, or if you feel ready, split your dog. So bend the knee, stack the hips. So we're now really just focusing on the front of the right hip. We're lifting the knee nice and high. We're stacking right hip on top of left. Breath strong. Good, really nice. On your next inhale, extend the leg, look forward. Exhale, step the foot all the way through. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes. Sweep the arms, trace the fingertips along the sky. So right hip back, left hip forward, rib cage through, lift through the chest. Let's see how deep we can get into this back bend now. Relaxing the shoulders. Almost trying to create like a moon shape from the back foot to the top fingers. Can you imagine I'm kind of just scooping behind your back a little bit and pulling the rib cage forward just a touch more? Can you send the left hip forward a little more? Good. As you exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, let's reach the right arm up, and you might tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Good. Sorry, the right arm up. There we go, you got it. Drop the back knee, reach the right arm behind you. You can stay here, or some of you might be able to kick the foot into the hand and see if you can grab hold. If you get the foot and the hand together, kick hand into foot. Kick foot into hand, sorry, that's what I meant. Open the shoulder, breathing here for 3. Good, for 2. Listen carefully. On one, release the foot back down. Create a little kickstand with that foot and come into a supported side plank. Nice. So the right leg kicks all to the back of the studio. Reach the top hand towards me. So you're making yourself really long, almost like you're making an arc shape. And then bring the elbow and knee towards one another. Good, like above you. Inhale, kick away. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Good, just give me 3 more. Inhale away. Exhale, elbow to knee. Don't rush. Inhale away. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out to crunch. Good. This time, when you've crunched, you're going to spin to face the front of the mat again and plant the right foot down. Lift the back knee, sweep the arms, high lunge, okay? So exactly the same shape with the body, back legs just lifted now. Can you get that arc shape from the heel all the way to the fingertips? Pull the rib cage through, a little bit deeper this time. Can you hug the right hip back, bring the left hip forward? We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Good on 1, use the tummy muscles back to center. Exhale, vinyasa. Or we meet in a downward dog, yogi's choice. Nice, big breath in. Nice breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg nice and high, 3-legged dog. Remember, you can stay here, or you're working into your split dog, bending the knee, stacking the hip. Nice. Lift the knee high, stack the hip more. Equal pressure through the hands. On your next inhale, look forward, extend the leg. Exhale, step the foot straight through, drop the back knee. Okay, when you're ready, we come straight up into your low lunge. And remember, that focus is on the back bend. Left hip back, right hip forward this time. Trace the fingertips, just like we did when we were standing. Nice. Rib cage through. Breathe. Take one more breath. Go a little bit deeper if you can. Inhale, come back to center. Use the muscles. Exhale. Let's bring the right hand down. Lift the left arm high. Back knee can lift now. Bit more of an active twist. Stacking shoulders. Reaching. Nice, listen carefully. Drop the back knee down, create a little kickstand with that foot, and then start to reach and kick the left heel away. Good. When you're ready, you can stay here, or exhale, elbow and knee come towards one another for 5. Reaching for 4, for 3, for 2, nice and controlled. Good. On 1, elbow and knee come towards one another. Face the front of the mat. And let's do that little grab. I forgot the grab, didn't I? So when you're ready, if you want, and it might be that you don't reach the foot. We're still working the hamstring here with the reach. If you do that, grab the foot, kick hand and foot towards one another. Open through the shoulder. Breathe. When you're ready, release that foot, tuck the toes, sweep the arms. We're now in a high lunge. Still sinking low, still pulling through, tracing fingertips along the ceiling, getting that nice shape. Whole of the front body opening, whole of the back body working. Can you sink a little lower? Can you trace the fingertips along the sky a little more? We're here for 3, for 2. Good on 1. Hands to the floor. Big step back. Take your vinyasa. We're meeting in downward dog. Good. 1 breath in. And 1 breath out. Okay, inhale, right leg nice and high. Exhale, split your dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, high lunge. Let's come straight up. Exhale, sink a little lower and twist. So the right arm's going to go back, left arm's going to go forward. We're still hugging right hip back. We're still strong through the left leg. You can stay here, or if you want a little challenge, on an inhale, you come back to center, face forward. As you exhale, you come back into the twist. A lot of balance going on and coordination. You just got 4 more like that if you want them. If not, you just stay with the twist and you hold and you breathe. Good, 3 more if you're pulsing. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good, 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good, last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. Okay, listen carefully. Back arm sweeps forward and up. And then you're exhaling just a little hinge forward here. So pull the right hip back still. Breathing here. You know what's coming. We're going to float into warrior 3. Hands can be at heart center or hips if that feels a little bit better. Or you're reaching, switching on the whole of the body. When you're ready, power up and find your warrior 3. Arms, do what you need to with them. You got it. We've got 2 more breaths. Listen carefully. Hands come to the floor, but we're not coming into standing split. We're bringing fingertips down like we did before. Remember, brick is there if you need it. Like we've got that bow and arrow again, the right arm is coming up. So we're taking a revolved half moon this morning. This is what I've been working towards. Good. So the hips are level. Shoulders may be stacked. Breathing here. I know, tricky one. It's here. We're holding for 3. For 2, listen carefully. Can we land back in a high lunge and enjoy that little twist again? So this time, a little bit more of a side bend as well. So right arm back, left arm up, like that little sweep we did. And then windmill the hands, let it go. Take a vinyasa. We meet in downward dog. Awesome, well done. Really nice. Take 3 breaths. Downward dog, child's pose, I don't mind. Okay, when you're ready, left leg nice and high, float it up. Exhale, just 1 breath in our split dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, we step forward. Take your time. Inhale, high lunge. Let's come up. Exhale, sink a little lower. This time, right arm forward, left arm back. So you're opening up to the left. Staying here. Remember, you don't need to move. Or on your next inhale, arms come together. We reach up. Exhale, we come straight back down into the twist. You've just got 4 more. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out to come down. In to come up. Out to come down. You got it. Last 2. Nice control. Good. Final 1. And then hold here just for a moment. Back arm meets the front arm, and then both arms come up to the body. Little hinge forward just to get everything switched on and check in with that front leg. And then light on the back toes. See if you can just float yourself up into your version of warrior 3, with or without hands reaching, yogi's choice. Lovely. Breathe. You got it. Remember, you can stay here or fingertips come down and we try that little twist from here. So with the fingertips down, the right hand is going to stay, the left fingertips are going to come up. Nice. We're here. Relax. Child's pose. Nice. And then when you're ready, can you land back and find that lunge? So land the back foot, sweep the arms, just 1 breath, and then exhale, vinyasa. Good. Really nice. 3 breaths in downward dog or child's pose, yogi's choice. And if you're doing child's pose, after all the back bending, you can do the one where the hands are kind of beside the feet, shoulders slump forward. Nice. Take an inhale, right leg nice and high. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips. So we're going to come into wild thing. So flip it over. Blade edge of left foot, ball of right foot. And we're just going to pause in our wild thing. This is our kind of back bend this morning. We're going to really switch on the back body. We're going to press through the blade edge of the left foot and be quite light on the ball of the right foot. Now, can you reach the fingertips almost towards the front a little bit more? Open the chest towards the sky a little bit more. We're here and we're holding for 3, for 2. Listen carefully. Can you remember elbow and knee we did earlier? Bring right elbow and right knee towards one another, like you're going into a little side plank, and then step the right foot forward, face the front of the mat, drop the back knee, and heel toe the right foot all the way over. And we're going to take a nice pigeon here. So sit yourself down, and when you're ready, ease down. Remember, if pigeon's a bit much, you can always come into figure 4. And if you want, there's a twisted version of this, which is quite nice. So you're going to bring your kind of right hand around. It might even find the waist or maybe the big toe as your left arm reaches towards the right side, and you bring like your left temple to the floor. Yeah, I only discovered this the other day. Twisted pigeon, who knew? Yeah, so you thread your left arm through, bring your left temple down, and take your right arm almost to find your right foot. Yeah, no, it's quite intense first thing in the morning, but I found out it the other day and I was like, I gotta try this. Nice. When you're ready, just unravel slowly. If you took those extra options, take an inhale to come back to either a plank for a vinyasa, or you might just want to ease out in your downward dog, yogi's choice. Okay, let's do wild thing on the left when you're ready. Inhale, left leg nice and high. Good 5 breaths in your wild thing. Exhale, split it. Inhale, flip it. And remember, we're trying to get a little bit deeper this time. We're reaching the fingertips towards the front of the room. We're opening the chest to the sky for 3, for 2. Good, ease off a little. Elbow and knee come towards one another. It's almost like you go through a little side plank and then you step the foot through and you drop the back knee. Take a moment here, and then yogi's choice, you set up for your pigeon or you take your reclined version. Heel toe, left foot across, drop onto the outside edge of the left thigh, shuffle back and ease down. And you might be staying here, maybe you're even upright or you're folding forward. If you wanted to add the twisted version, you thread the right arm through, bring the right temple to the earth, bind with the left hand, maybe it finds the left big toe, left foot, or even just the waist. Good, when you're ready, take your last breath and start to unravel. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, strong push back, either through your final vinyasa or a downward facing dog. And then we'll drop the knees, we'll come back to tabletop. We'll pad the hands forward, come into melting heart. If you want to elevate the hands a little bit here, you can by going a little bit deeper, by placing them on a brick. Hands can be close, hands can be far apart. Again, your version of melting heart that feels good this morning. Good. Just give me 3 more deep, rich breaths here. And then walk your hands in, bring them beside the knees, and roll up through the spine really slowly to come to kneel. Give yourself a nice big shoulder roll. If kneeling doesn't feel good, you can always place a brick beneath the ankles, or between the ankles, just to elevate a little bit. But we're going to be here for just 2 minutes. So roll the shoulders back, let the hips kind of really nestle down, and the hands are just going to kind of sit somewhere in the hip creases, shoulders back and down. Face soft, eyes closed. As best as you can, stay close to your breath. Just give me 5 more deep, rich breaths here. Nice long exhale wherever you are. And then breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, 2, 3. And breathing out, 2, 1. 3 more like that. And on your final breath, just let go of any effort to breathe. Just allow a natural breath to return to the body. Maintain that little bit of stillness. Observe any sensations, any feelings. Any subtle shifts between the beginning of the practice and the end of the practice. Knowing that that's been down to you, your focus, your breath, your movement, your concentration. And think about how you're going to go into the rest of your day. If it feels okay, chin to chest, little bow down. Sign of gratitude, spending some time with your body, spending time with your fellow yogis, enjoying your practice this morning. Well done, everyone. Have a great Thursday. Thanks. You're more than welcome. Well done, online yogis.